Okay, some of you have heard us talking about moms lately. It's an acronym, go figure. We've been talking about measuring our mission. So some organizations do this thing they call KPIs. They're key performance indicators. We're calling them measuring our mission. We just want to know that we're doing our mission well. So we started this thing, we started talking about how do we measure our mission. We started wrestling with our values and how they fit into our mission and how do we bridge well and all this stuff. So we've been putting a lot of thought, a lot of mad scientisting going on into what we're thinking, how we measure our mission. But we come out with a couple questions, 8 questions actually. We're going to be sending them out in a survey to you guys at the end of the year. They're not things that you measure yourself against other chapters or whatever. It's just numbers for us all to think about. How are we doing in the mission of SFC in our local community? So you'll hear about these later, but the first one is how many positive contacts have you had through your local ministry? So that can be any number of things. You can interpret that pretty much any number of ways, but people you've contacted, vision casting, or people who have come through events or whatever, number of positive contacts. Second one is number of opportunities given to follow Jesus. So if you had a big event and you shared the gospel and you gave a gospel presentation, roughly how many numbers of opportunities given? Third one is how many people became followers. We think that's important. The gospel is one of our values that we agree to. So how many people became followers of Christ? How many people are involved in discipleship? So that can be through small groups, Bible studies, discipleship process. How many people? Fifth is how many people are volunteering. So that can be old ladies from the church cooking food, or it can be young guys shoveling snow at an event or setting up signs or whatever. What's the number of volunteers you have in your local chapter? What's the number of events that you've run? We think that's to know that you're active running events, or events that you've been involved in. If you've served at your ski hills, whatever, bank slalom or something. How many events have you served in? What's the number of local churches that you're working with, that you're partnering with, that you have good, healthy relationships with, and the number of resorts covered by your chapter. So if you have 3 local ski areas, you cover those 3 areas. These are the ways we've started thinking this is how we measure our mission and how we know if we're doing well or if we're not doing so well. These will be numbers that a local chapter will revisit the next year and say, hey, it looks like we could feel better about having more gospel presentations, or maybe we should be involved in more local events. We won't be comparing you against other chapters or whatever. This will just be a number for you to gauge how successful you are in your mission. So you'll be hearing more about these. You'll be seeing a survey. We've all been working really hard on them, and we think this is going to be really good for the future of SFC and how we do better. So these are the moms measuring our mission, and you'll see them soon.